That's the essence of it. It's all just minimizing prediction errors, uncertainty, entropy. That's what these prediction errors are over time. Now, really important to know is that the way that the brain constructs this reality is hierarchical, because we're not just dealing with the present sensory system. It's not just that. We have categorizations. We have giant teacups that we also have to perceive as separate from the environment. We have to categorize and understand that this teacup can hold tea, and then you can drink that tea. We have to understand all of these things. And the way that this is understood is a process of hierarchical abstraction. So that means this predictive processing happens on multiple levels of the brain. That's why the brain is so complicated and folded on top of itself and has many layers, because that helps it deal with these many levels of abstraction. And so this predictive processing, prediction error minimization, is happening at all these levels of the mind, ranging from the concrete experience of awareness and sensory experience all the way up to our high-level thinking, our thoughts and narratives. And we call this process of abstraction a range from concrete to abstract. Okay? And so there's many examples to demonstrate that there's this process of abstraction happening, and it's also called temporal depth, because it's a process of time. It happens in time. So the early levels happen early in time. A few milliseconds later, you get the later stages of time. This is one of my meditation participants. And here we collect, for example, event-related potentials using electroencephalography, which is all these electrodes on the brain. We present a stimulus, and that stimulus leads to a response in time in the brain. Now, early responses are those initial impressions of that sensory response. Then you get task-dependent categorization. So you get the categorization. So you separate the teacup from the world, or you see it as a teacup. Then you have possible responses to that teacup, and then you also have all our linguistic and emotional and thinking responses to that teacup. And you can see this in time based on the ERP, just as one example. And you can get the same results with neuroimaging in terms of fMRI, MEG, all of these other systems.